On today's episode of being a fake content creator, I'm just kidding. I make content as I don't even really want to call it content at this point. I feel like that's a word that kind of kills the vibe of a lot of things. So on today's episode of being a guy with a camera, the cameraman, yeah. A couple things have happened over the last couple weeks. I got a hard drive, so I can actually edit some of these videos I have on this SD card and create some more space on my SD card so I can continue to do that. Um, I've gotten a couple new pairs of shoes. I'll make something separate for that. I feel like I say that and I don't do it, but who's checking me for it anyway? But yeah, I got a couple pairs of shoes that I want to kind of. They're actually right behind me. So yeah, I've sold about 27 more pair since I went to SneakerCon in Philly. I found somebody else's uh, mic. I feel kind of bad that um, I feel kind of bad that I can't return it to the person. I don't know who dropped it. I just so happened to see it on the ground. I've listened to some of the audio that's stored on the microphone and it's not in English. So I need to probably put my, thinking cap on and engineer a way to see if I can decipher anything. Uh, but yeah, I guess I got an extra mic. Sorry to the person who lost one. I didn't do it on purpose. And I guess I didn't have an opportunity to look for you either where I was at because so much was happening at one time. So, yeah. Uh, I've got a couple more figurines. I feel like I feel like figurines have been my uh, the thing that makes me happy right now. So I got a couple more of those that I could probably show. I have two more in the mail, and I'll have like the complete figurine set for that show. Um, so I will do something about that also. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? I'm just a guy with a camera. Yeah, looking forward to a few things. 7 months at my job now, as of Wednesday, Earth Day. Doing pretty well. Definitely think that I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like this is a place where I can actually stay for right now. Like for how we're living, like in the ecosystem of jobs and all that stuff, I've been blessed to have the opportunity to be able to always find a job. But I feel like this is the one I should keep. I feel like I have a good boss. I feel like it's a good team. Um, you know, I feel like I feel more of a direct impact to what I'm doing versus like the delayed that I've experienced before. And I plan on getting a certification. I remember at my last job, my boss, who I could honestly put a couple knuckles, put a few dents in his jaw, but I was looking to get like my Six Sigma green belt, and I had like signed up for the class and everything after I was told to do so, only for them to get back to me and be like, oh yeah, we actually can't do this. So I'm sure there's a debt collector that's going to be on their way for that. Oh well, fuck it. Doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter that much to me. I'm not there anymore. So, but this job, I'm working in planning. So I'm going to get my planning and inventory management certification. I think that'll help as I want to progress into a senior level position. I've been working in supply chain for the last 5 years. Damn, going on 5 years in June, so in 2 months. 5 years. And I've done a lot of different things, but I think planning is probably where I felt the most challenged intellectually, and I felt the most confident in making mistakes. I feel like as a planner, you have to think critically, and that's something I do every day. I think that's something I'm pretty good at. Planning is also up to planning. You plan to patterns, you plan to trends, and all that stuff to get an idea. So I think of it as it's like a puzzle that I get to solve, on a regular. So I think it's cool. And from where I'm at, I'm picking it up pretty good. I've never had an issue with picking things up pretty good. But I also feel like I'm stepping out on my own and learning things in my own way. I'm doing a little bit of like capacity modeling now, and um yeah, capacity modeling and cost analysis, something I haven't really done before in my career. As I worked in management and then engineering for a little bit. So I've never been like as close to like cost analysis and capacity modeling from the aspect that I am now, as I feel like I'm more directly involved, which is why I think it's challenging intellectually because I'm pretty smart. I know I have a very YN-ish, um, hard to read, not very present exterior is what I've been being told the last couple weeks of my life. But yeah, I'm pretty smart. So I think the important part is that I need to be challenged in order for me to succeed in something. Because if I think it's too easy, I'm not going to put any effort into it. I've always been like that. So, uh, yeah, I'm rambling along about that. But yeah, just looking at my career, I think I'm in a good spot to grow. I feel like I've promoted myself by moving other places the first couple years. But I think that this is the place where I can feel like I can promote in house and then promote through and through as I go. So 7 months in, I'm feeling pretty good about it. I guess 14 months, I'll just double it. I'll get back and I'll see how I feel about it. Maybe I'll be closer to a promotion by then. Who knows? But yeah, um, I feel like I've branched out of my usual bubble of music, and I've been listening to a lot of different things lately, and I feel like that's pretty cool. Me firsthand. I feel like I can make a couple good playlists, but I kind of keep them to myself. I've been wanting to play some more games, so I told myself this quarter I would play three. I need to finish one, which is gonna be Rift Apart, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I'm about halfway through it now, and I've had it for all this time, which is crazy. But I need to get through that. The Seven Deadly Sins game, I really want to play that, and I have to find another game that I want to play. So I will do that. Dragon Ball FighterZ has a DLC coming out, I think next week or within the next 2 weeks. I think Battle Hour is today, actually, so I need to actually get back on my phone instead of sitting here talking to myself on camera. But so that way I can figure out what that DLC looks like. I don't know if we're just getting Diamond Goku, if we're getting a whole new pack. But the game has come back to life as of these last couple months, so I also need to get back at playing it so I'm not ass. So, because right now I feel like I'm ass. I feel like I'm ass at a lot of games right now because I just don't play. So, yeah, that's gaming as far as gaming goes. Personally, I think in the last couple of months, I feel like my diet has been something that I've been focusing on to like kind of see what bloats, see what inflames, see how I feel after eating stuff. I've tried Factor meals for the last 2 months. I actually got a shipment yesterday. And I think how I want to train, I still need to incorporate some more protein. Since I do lift a little heavy now, so In order to continue to do that, I need to eat a higher protein diet, and I need to do a lot more cardio and core work. Because before, my core work was pretty good, and it's not bad now. I'm just like out of practice, so I'll continue to work on that. I told myself this year I'll run 3 5Ks, and then hello.
Hey, you downstairs?
Yes, I am downstairs.
Hey, how are you? Can you do me a favor? Can you,
Depends.
well, it's not that a favor, it's roll the trash. Can you come take all this stinky trash out of the kitchen, and those stinky, poopy bags and trash out of the laundry room? Give me
Okay.
about like minutes. I gotta do another stinky diaper now, so give me about 10 minutes to get this diaper done, then you can come and take them off.
Okay.
How was the show?
It was good. I'll show you some stuff when I get up there.
That's the stuff you used to like to go to the car shows. You
Mm,
went to that down there.
yeah.
Oh, okay then.
All right.
Alright, bye.
When you live at home, your mom calls you. Look, hopefully, your mom calls you to whoever I'm speaking to. But anyway, yeah. So I kind of forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, that kind of took the thought out of my mind for what I was talking about. Um, and I'm running a little over anyway, so I think I'm gonna end that here. I guess that's just more of like a look into what I'm looking to do. Oh, I know what I was talking about, and then I'll stop talking in front of the camera because I know I don't like looking at my face and listening to me talk for a same period of time. I told myself I was gonna run 3 5Ks and the Army 10 miler again this year. There's a HBCU 5K at the end of June that I'm gonna sign up for, and that's what the next 8 weeks of me will be, I guess, training for, preparing for. Because the 5Ks are really training for the 10 miler. I'm gonna do another run in September. It was actually gonna be in May, but they pushed it out all the way to September. So I thought, okay, perfect. The Army 10 miler is in October, and then I want to do the Thanksgiving trot in November. So yeah, so that's 3 5Ks and a 10 miler. So what's that? I want to try and run 20 miles for time this year. So just about. So I'll be looking to kind of work into that as I'm doing lifting. I don't think powerlifting will happen this year. I think if I'm being realistic, I'm trying to decide if I want to do powerlifting and then or high rocks. So I need to figure out like a hybrid routine so I can kind of train for both for something I can do when I'm 28 next year. I turned 28 this year, but I'll be 28 for most of next year. So, yeah. Anyway, just a 13, 14-minute segment of what I've been doing. I'll put the full thing on YouTube just to play out, and I'll just like kind of clip the other and put it in other places just so I want to try and be better with. Let me not say I want to try to be better because I don't think I'm doing bad at this. I'm I have a life and I'm being realistic of with the time and capacity I have to do things. So I'm trying not to punish myself for not being as consistent as I would like to be because there are moments that I have where I am consistent and there's moments where I really don't feel like doing this. So I try to be as real with myself as I am with everyone else, but mainly real to myself first. So, yeah. If you ever feel like you're not being consistent enough or anything like that, I know there's other ways to work through it, but how I perceive it is that like, if I don't have the energy or the wherewithal to do it, I won't. I like so like in those times you could put like old stuff out cuz I actually have a whole bunch of gaming stuff I need to get off my PlayStation and on somewhere else. So, I guess I'll be working on that, but I want to try and stay I want to try and stay involved in this because I really think it could go somewhere. I really feel like I can help somebody, and I really feel like I need a community of people that are kind of like me. where I'm like, I can be placed anywhere and I can kind of do anything. So, yeah. Hopefully, you know, if you want to, if you need something to watch while you're waiting for your clothes to dry, or if you need something to watch to fall asleep, I hear my voice is relatively soothing, and my mom falls asleep when I talk to her, and some of my friends fall asleep while I'm talking to them too. So, yeah. Anyway, that is me, and that's what I got going on. Stay tuned for more. I hope you have a better day than I do.